Hello my friends, I'm back to xplane 12. As you know, last Wednesday the new beta 0.8 beta 1 has been released. This version has many flight models optimization and improvements. There's a video of Austin explaining the big part of the improvements that have been made with this version. But to my surprise, the best improvements that this version brings is performance at night. In fact, now I'm trying a flight with the default Robinson R22, and I want to let you know that before, prior to this release, I was not able to fly a VR flight at night, and this bug was already had been already reported several times in the forums, and to my big amazement, now I can fly. Now you can see, now I'm VR, I'm in Venice, my home airport. All the night lights are on, and I'm getting more than 30 FPS on ground, which is incredible. It's the first time that I can enjoy a night flight like this. This is very smooth, very I have opened the OVR setting for my VR again, for my Oculus Rift S. You can see the Supersampling is at 1.4, which is very heavy on the graphical card, and I can, I have more now than 40 FPS, which is kind of a limit for my Oculus Rift S, which obviously cannot go at 80, which would be the native frequency, but half the native is 40, and it is still smooth, it is still very good. Prior to this release I could go to more or less 20, not even 20 with this supersampling option, with this supersampling setting. So I want to fly at ground level at night. I can see the FPS don't go below 40. It's impressive. First time since xplane 12 release, and it has been said that night lighting is very nice in xplane. In my opinion, night lighting is better in xplane than in Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it is less exaggerated and objects are more detailed. Look at the details here on the ground, the cars, the buildings, the lit windows of the buildings, the roads. This is Sim Heaven X World Europe, so plenty of buildings, plenty of objects, plenty of lights to manage by the CPU and the GPU. But something must have been done with this release, because I never had such a good performance before, and nothing, nobody is explicitly saying this in the forums, and nothing is reported in the release log, but I can clearly state that now nights have been improved so much. You can say 39, 40 FPS at ground level. It means that's the maximum. That's the maximum work load for the processor, and plenty of objects to render. So they have made something with coding to achieve this. We are in the mainland of Venice. Now we are heading towards Venice City. And the smoothness is clear. It is very. It's not comparable to what I've seen, to what I had before. This is another world. This is another night to enjoy. So let's move over water. This is the Venice Lagoon. This is the bridge connecting Venice to the mainland. Plenty of traffic, plenty of cars, plenty of lights. This is not the full scenery, it is a freeware scenery that you can download from the XPlane France site. I will put in the comments below the link. It is the whole city of Venice in a photogrammetric fashion. It is similar to Microsoft Flight Simulator photogrammetry, because all the buildings have their own photographic touch, so they are like the real one. They are not made by the autogen. They are handcrafted, and the whole city of Venice is modeled by this add-on. It is very nice. I suggest you to get it if you like Venice and the islands close to Venice. Here the GPU load is a bit more heavy, but I still have 32 FPS. Before I used to have, maybe 15 or less here at this elevation, and with all these lights to manage. This is the Canal Grande at Venice. This is San Marco Square. The beautiful San Marco Square. Plenty of lights. I'm trying to get closer. See, this helicopter is not that simple to manage, to control. Anyway, this is a Marco Square. Now the CPU and GPU load is very high. Very high. I can feel some FPS now it is getting lower, but still smooth. But it's still very smooth. But you see how much the level of details is. But I still have 27, which is good for the Oculus Rift. But also the complexity of the scenery is very high to render, so 27 FPS is still good to me. Beautiful buildings of Venice. There are also many boats, gondolas, ferries, many moving traffic, so very heavy. Despite this, it's still very smooth. The ride is still very smooth. We head towards the bridge of Rialto. Look at the detail. Look at the detail of this scenery. Yeah, the buildings are crisp. It's not like the photogrammetry of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Here all objects are modeled as they should be. They are not cartoonish, they are 3D models. Oops. Let's pay attention here. Amazing. Okay, I think it's enough. We can head back to the Venice airport. Still having more than 30 FPS. Okay, note that you cannot see it, but I still have the auto scenery activated. So you cannot see it at night, but in order to maximize the CPU and GPU loads, I've loaded the auto scenery of Venice. We are approaching the airport. I'm not too familiar with piloting these helicopters in X-plane because I didn't tune properly my rudder pedals and controls to use it, but it's one of the first times I'm flying with this thing. and I will try to land safely somewhere here at Venice Airport. This is runway 04 right. 33 FPS, still very good. And remember that 30 FPS are enough in the VR. With the VR, you don't need 60. You don't get You don't need more than 30. Let's get closer to the helipad. I will try to land without crashing, hopefully. Helipads are not this one. Maybe the next one, the next aprons. Here he is. This is oversensitive. To me, this is oversensitive. A little bit more closer to the center, like this. Okay, not bad. Could be better, but not bad. Still 30 FPS. That's incredible. Also staring at the lights directly. FPS don't go below 30. Nice. Okay, folks. So I suggest to try to update to this 0.8 beta 1 to try the night flights. You won't regret. We are trying to shut down this thing. I will turn the key. Alright. Okay, my friend. Thanks for following as usual, and see you to the next one. Bye bye to everyone.